Hello YouTube. Didn't think you could keep me banned forever, did you? So if you're here for just the general content of the video, skip to whatever timestamp I have on screen. I am here purely to rant currently. So I'm into that rant now. Welcome back YouTube. Did you really think I'd let you just wipe my channel without even notifying me first and I just let it spill over and I wouldn't come back and keep going? You can't fucking kill my channel. It's gonna keep going no matter how low the subscriber count is. Because quite frankly, there are people who do actually enjoy this content for whatever reason, and I think it's a pretty fun hobby. I started treating it like a job, which is why I wasn't too upset that you deleted it, because I fucking hate treating it like a job. It sucks all the joy out of it. But I'm back now. I'm back to continuously break TOS. I am here to, I'm just kidding, YouTube. I'm behaving perfectly fine. You can leave this video up. Future me, cut that out. I'm here to just be the informative, professional schizophrenic that everyone loved my channel for before. I'm back. I'm gonna do whatever I want again. If I want to do gaming content that week, I'm gonna do gaming content. If I want to do this and go on my schizophrenic ramblings about shit hits the fan, then I'm gonna do that, which is what we're doing today. So today's topic: balaclavas, masks, and just the general viability of fear tactics in WROL, or shit hits the fan. So what are my qualifications? Possibly autistic. I'm not a combat veteran, so I don't have that going for me. I'm not gonna pretend I am. I'm just some dude who likes to LARP and who likes to prep for something I'm probably not gonna experience in my life, but really, it's great to have this and not need it than need it and not have it. You guys know this shtick. So, not many qualifications. I'm just going off of what I've gathered, like the information I've learned, the things I've picked up on over time through my research and thinking and all of that. So, take it with a grain of salt. I'm not going to say it as if I'm an expert. I'm just going to give you guys what I know or what I think I know. And you guys can determine if you want to incorporate it from there. So let's start off with the simple one. Something that no one is going to really dispute, which is the simple balaclava. I'm not taking this off because I don't need another reason to get shot. Balaclavas, very great. Keeps your face warm in cold weather. Let's say you're working in a snowy, wintry environment, or maybe you just live up north where it's constantly fucking cold. Keeps your face nice and warm. It keeps the enemies from identifying you. So let's say this is some kind of sophisticated fighting source like Red Dawn. The Russians or the Chinese are invading. And, let's say you had a little skerfuffle where perhaps maybe you game overed a few of their soldiers and now they're looking for you. Now you're a prime suspect in the area. Well, guess what? Now you're wearing a balaclava, so you ever need to take it off, you're not going to be identified easily. It's pretty simple stuff. Indisputable there. If you get a nice balaclava, there's no real harm in it, like mine. I don't know what brand it is, but I picked it up. It's very breathable, very nice. I'm not dying like I used to recording these videos. I can actually breathe. I can go to the range in them. I can do my reloads. I'm not going to die of suffocation, is my point. You gotta watch out in there, because some of them, you look online, I'd recommend doing research. I think Administrative Results has a video on them, on like good balaclavas, but in my experience searching for them, I've accidentally come across stupid shit like they're these ski mask winter balaclavas, and they don't look necessarily like ski masks, they just look like better stitching, better design, more aesthetic. And then you get them in the mail and they end up trying to choke you to death. because they're so thick and humid and hot, and it's an awful experience. So unless you're living up north, I wouldn't go with one of these. I'd go with a thinner material, kind of like what I'm running. Do I know what I'm running? No, I can't tell you. So balaclavas, these are great. Also kind of protects you from general weather elements. Like let's say you live in Nevada and there's a sandstorm or a dust storm. You're not going to get your face all scratched up by the dust and the wind. I'd recommend pairing it with some kind of safety glasses or some goggles or something to protect your eyes in that case, which you should be wearing with your gear anyways. I'm guilty of not doing it. I will own up to that. Yeah, balaclava is just a generally good thing. They're combat proven. Now let's get into the more controversial stuff. Fear tactics. So, am I saying there's a real knockoff ghost running around in real life? No, I'm not. Realistically, there's probably not. There's a very high chance that I am just wrong about this entirely, and I'm LARPing, and this is all just for aesthetics and because I think it's cool or some stupid shit like that. But I'm going to talk about my opinions and my thoughts and how this loosely correlates to other things. So first thing, fear tactics, fear has been shown to actually affect combat. I forget what the study is. I'm sure some pseudo-historian in the comments will put the link down there, but I can't find the article anymore. But I remember it was a scenario like it was a prison break or it was a battlefield. I don't remember what, but these soldiers, the guards, whatever, they fixed bayonets there. Granted, bayonets are separate from this, but you know, it's something that instills fear. They put bayonets on there and it reduced like the charge rate of the enemy by I think it was like 30-40%, which doesn't sound like a lot, but in warfare, if you can keep your enemies from charging at you, that's kind of a nice thing. And it does show that the fear of that does have some psychological aspect to it. So this, what are my thoughts with this? Well, for one, let's say you're being stealthy, you're hunting around in the dark, you turn around, and you see some dude behind a skull mask, barely illuminated. You just point your rifle up at you. It's gonna scare the fuck out of you. Now, granted, this has some possible downsides, which is that one, you don't know how fucking balaclava. Let's see. Are we gonna come on now? Are we gonna behave? Yes, we're going to behave. The major downside with this is you don't know how people are going to react, especially at really close range with this. If you're at really close range with this, someone could reflexively, out of fear, just light you up instead. It could go very, very bad, because instead of scaring them off or making them think twice before attacking you, it could have the opposite. Their fight or flight could be to fight. In which case, you would have been better just pulling out, you know, the knife or something. I don't know if you guys can even see that. I'm not going to draw it. So that is a downside, but let's say a little bit longer range. There is that psychological aspect, which will have some kind of subconscious effect on them and affect how they think and react towards you. Not to mention, let's say shit hits the fan, like 80% of the population went bye-bye. Just Thanos snapped out of reality. People are going to, like, if they see some guy around in a skull mask, they could assume that they're hallucinating, like spirits. I'm getting really schizo about this. So, again, take it all with a grain of salt. I could just not know what I'm talking about at all. So there is that aspect. Another benefit is it just looks cool, okay? Also, colder weather, it is a little bit more heat going to your face. Depending on, because my mask is custom, right? So I don't have a helmet yet, I would assume, depending on how you cut yours, it could fit under a helmet too. They do fit under headphones. Yes, I know I'm running walkers. I need to get better, but this thing, before you say, oh, why do you spend your money making a mask then? First off, retard, this mask maybe cost me like $3 to make. So, at most it was $3. So if you think that $3 is really going to be that much of an aid in me getting some Peltors, I would shut the fuck up if I were you. So, to conclude this, because I'm sounding really schizo and autistic, and I'm probably going to flag the YouTube system before, do I think this is going to be the reason that you die or live in shit hits the fan WROL? No, that all comes down to your weapon, your main gear, to an extent. Like, it's not all going to save your life. Most importantly, the training is going to be what saves your life. I don't think this is going to save your life, but what I do think is there are some scenarios, especially against lesser trained threats, that it could not save your life. It could psychologically affect them to make them think twice before charging you, or maybe it makes them act erratic and stupid because they have just a little more fear going through them, a little more adrenaline. Because, you know, adrenaline, as much of a superpower of the human body it can be, it can also be quite the curse. It can make you act really erratic and stupid. So maybe that might happen. I'm just saying, you don't have to incorporate this into your kit. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just saying it's something to consider, and I haven't seen anyone else covering it. I just think it's an interesting topic. I'll incorporate it currently because I'm going chest rig, and I'm not planning on wearing a helmet or body armor just because it's too fucking heavy. I'd rather carry more ammo on me. Also, believe it or not, I like going prone. I like being able to go prone. That's pretty helpful. So, that's all I got to say for this video. Hopefully you found something I said informative. If not, at least you could laugh at me, I guess. That's a bonus. Hopefully more videos to come if this doesn't get wiped off the internet. Daily reload should be returning. We should have a bunch of cool stuff coming. I'm not promising an upload schedule because, again, this is becoming a hobby to me, not a job. Anyways, I'll see you step bros and step hoes in the next video.